All right, guys, our next topic, Oprah Winfrey. All right, guys, I know we've touched on Maui, but my heart goes out to every single person that has been affected. I have friends that are here. I have friends that are there, their families, everything. Horrible, horrible situation. So my heart goes out to everybody out there. But recently, Oprah and The Rock made a video. To me, in here, it felt disingenuous. You didn't sell me, okay? Because of all the backlash they've been getting. You're good, but all the backlash, all the talking, all the public, all the shady shit about Oprah buying all this property, and Chrissy, we'll dive into that in a second, but the internet, the people are furious. They limited the comments, and then I think they shut them off on the video. Because, bro, they're asking average, you guys realize we did this stat, Brandon, on the PBD podcast? 76% from low income, medium, which is Americans, it went up to 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
These two combined net worth $3.5, $3.6 billion are asking the average person who can barely pay their freaking rent and this expensive ass food. They're asking us for money, and they had the audacity. How about this, Oprah? How about this, Dwayne Johnson, the Rock? How about asking the government and Joe Biden, the people that you voted for, because they're both Democrat, you guys voted for them. How about asking them to take $1 billion that we sent to Ukraine out of the $200 billion? Send that shit to Maui. Send that shit there. And by the way, the military, I hate when people like, there's a military base 15 minutes away.
Yep.
It took you guys a week and a half to get there. That should have been the #1 deployment. Shut down everything, fly in, tank, Hummers, whatever they need to help them get back. I hate this process. I know there's a process. Speed it up. And when you have a president that goes, no comment, I'm on vacation, to hell with you, okay? And then Chrissy, you had some insight about all this shady shit. I remembered some, but can you give us a little insight about the list of shit? I'm happy
made a list.
Chrissy, write it down, but let's go into and mind you, people will call you a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're a coincidence theorist.
Well, it's just based off of facts and things that we know now. So what do we know, right? Like, not only was the military base the next one 15 minutes away, and they came a week and a half after,
Yep.
They should be coming literally hours later. Why aren't they there?
Yep.
We also know that Maui government leaders, some months back, they were actually ready to sign off Maui as the first
Smart city.
Brandon's
going to dive into that.
You got to explain that a little bit. So they wanted to sign it off, but apparently Hawaiian residents there didn't want to sell their land. It was land that was given to them for generations, so they didn't want to sell it. That was a few months ago, so that's very interesting, and that's a fact. That's what we know. Not only that, all Maui government officials weren't on the island or in the city on the day of the fire.
Weird.
It's crazy. Not only that, we know that they coincidentally canceled school, so all the kids were at home. I don't know what the reason was for that.
Wow.
But we know that it was
All the homes that burned down.
Right.
Okay.
With families, we know that 3,000 kids went missing and only 1,000 were accounted for. These are the generations, I guess, if you want to think about it.
Holy shit, so wipe out all the kids.
Are still unaccounted for, from what we know.
Wow.
But they don't talk about that. They don't interview any of the Maui residents. We have to find that on the outskirts, not from our mainstream media. We also know that police blocked all the exits with 18-wheelers and police cars, blockading them from leaving the city to safety. That's a fact as well.
What?
We know that the Hawaiian government shut the water off on the day of the fire.
The sirens didn't work
so
as well.
Crazy,
The number one siren.
The sirens didn't work. We also know that the chief was the same one from the Vegas shooting.
The Vegas
right?
shooting. And go ahead.
Right. He also signed himself up as the coroner to be the one to view the victims' bodies and declare how it was that they died. So we know that. That's weird. We also know about the military base, and apparently residents have been complaining about FEMA because they have been kind of holding back on food and provisions for the residents, and they haven't been giving enough supply. So these are all things that we know. I'm not saying, and we also know about, we can talk about the fire itself, but that's
the fire, which I saw a video, and then Chrissy, thank you, because mind you, hey, everybody out there, look it up for yourself. These are facts from people on the ground. These are residents. This isn't CNN or Oprah or any of these people. These are factual things from people saying this. And I did see a video. This isn't a conspiracy. I saw this laser on an experiment where they went over all these colors. When a laser goes over blue, it doesn't hit the laser. The laser doesn't hit the color blue, which weird. Brady's microphone is blue. But then that's why I saw drone footage of a bunch of places in Hawaii. All these awnings, all this, everything that had blue Nothing happened to it.
Yeah, certain portions weren't burned, and then certain parts weren't burned, but then cars were completely. What was it? The asphalt?
The aluminum the asphalt wasn't melting, and then
the umbrellas.
Really?
I saw the Kelly.
I'm just shocked.
Kelly, I'll let you look this up. It's drone footage. It's not like a guy went on Photoshop. Everything that was blue was still not. These are awnings that are umbrella, rubber, whatever, plastic that they didn't melt. Well, trust me, I'll show you. And then Brandon, say what you're gonna say, and then school us on the smart city aspect. Because if you're talking about upgrading this land, and then the people are like, no, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking fire that burns the bitch down, I have a different side. But go ahead, Brandon.
So yeah, there's a few tie-ins here. So first of all, it's it's a proven fact that we could create rain out of thin air. You know, the countries in the Middle East do it. We've done it in the HARP facility, the weather facility that can control the weather. Even in the 1960s, we did. There was a thing called Operation Popeye, where the CIA.
Popeye?
Yeah. They literally made rain clouds to create monsoons that would disrupt the pathways for the Vietnamese army.
Wow.
So. Yeah, so that was the 60s. So imagine what we could do today.
Oh my God.
You know, and with all the wildfires in California, with the wildfires in Hawaii.
Yeah, wild my ass.
We've been able to create rain since the 60s. You're telling me that we can't do that to put out the wildfires? And, and these are two places where they want to implement the smart cities. They're two very very highly densely populated cities with very valuable from a real estate standpoint. But smart cities, the concept of it is ties in with the Internet of Things, where all devices, they want to make them interconnected, digital, where they're kind of feeding off of each other, whether it's your car, whether it's buildings, grids, anything down to like a pencil, the smartphone, everything interconnected on a cloud network. And the way they seduce people into this is through convenience, So something like a Ring doorbell makes you feel safe. You could look at your camera anytime during the day, but it's also constantly collecting data on when you're coming, when you're going. Your phone, you have the health app on it. It's constantly collecting data on when you're walking around, where you're going, where exactly you're going. So all this stuff is super easy and convenient, makes your life better on paper in a lot of ways, but also, for the people who are putting it in, is highly advantageous from a data standpoint and seeing every single thing you do. So
Brandon, it wouldn't put you, you went a different angle, which I respect, because you're like, we could cause rain, we could put water, we could make mother, and the place is surrounded by water. I thought you were going to go the angle of, because this is where I was going, I was in the military, and with satellites and all this, if you don't think we could beam something out of the sky, have you seen I saw a drone that had a fire extinguisher on it that went up to a house, and if we can have something like that, bro, it's not that far-fetched to put a laser. I remember as a kid, I could take a magnifying glass and burn the shit out of a tree trunk, like from this far away. And like we said, with that type of technology, it's not that far-fetched.